Good morning. Well, neighbors of a home in East Liverpool say this shooting has them worried.
KBN's Joe Biega has been looking into the story overnight. He joins us this morning with new details.
Damon, Amy, there are major recalls this morning of baby wipes. Retailers are pulling the wipes made by New Tech off their shelves due to a bacterial contamination in the product, which can cause a rash and respiratory problems in infants.
And just like how there's two sides to every coin, in journalism, there's always two sides to every story.
White powder was discovered this afternoon by an employee at this BP on South Avenue after opening up a roll of coins.
Well, when he opened the package, the powder came out. He didn't really think anything of it. He tried to clean it up, and then he realized maybe there might be something to it, so he called the fire department, and we went through the protocol that's necessary when we have an unknown substance.
This was the second time this week that Boardman Fire Department and hazmat crews have been called for a suspicious powder. Just 3 days ago, white powder was found in an envelope at American Business Center in Boardman.
But again, we always err on the side of caution. We have to take these instances seriously and make sure that everybody's safe in the end of the day.
Hazmat ran tests on the substance found today and determined it wasn't dangerous. Just to be safe, the employee was treated both on scene and at St. E's.
He's been decontaminated by the Mahoney County Hazardous Materials team, and he's en route to St. E's Boardman for evaluation.
This being twice in a week, Boardman firefighters are taking no chances and following safety procedures.
We do have safety procedures put in place. Our protocol is to contact Mahoney County Hazardous Materials team.
And while Hazmat and Boardman Fire Department feel there is no threat to the public, the Mahoning County Emergency Management Agency says reporting a suspicious substance is always the right thing to do.
Stay calm. If it's an unknown powder, if you get it in the mail or something, notify authorities. Call 911 if there's a situation like this.
In Boardman, Joe Biega, WKBN 27 First News. Last night, the Packard Music Hall held a sold-out concert with big-name music group The Counting Crows. The Warren venue has seen some changes since September when the city contracted JAC Management to take over operations at the Packard, a move that City Council member Al Novak says is already paying off.
The key issue here was that we had people that are promoters, that have the connections, can provide their own promotions, TV commercials, whatever they need to do, and that makes it more successful. And then you've got an updated, usable facility, and as you can see, the shows are rolling in, and I think it's wonderful.
Sunrise Inn owner Ken Hyderis says the success of the Packard creates a domino effect for all local businesses. When the shows are sold out, the rest of the city sees a profit.
I know when people come into town, they spend time in hotels, they spend time in restaurants, they go shopping in some of our local stores. There's nothing bad about it. It's extremely positive.
According to General Manager Jim Bugas, the Packard Music Hall is a huge part of not only Warren, but the entire valley, and says its true appeal lies in the venue's personal feel.
People need to realize the gem that this really is for everyone, and not just in the city of Warren, but everyone in the entire valley, because with JAC Management Group managing Cavelli Center in Youngstown, that's a big venue that can bring in really big shows. And then now we also have Packard Music Hall here where we can bring in these shows of 2,000, 2,200 seats. And you're really up close and personal.
And with several big acts already planned, folks are excited for the new management and the Packard Hall's new horizon.
I think the management's doing a great job bringing in Blue Man Group and all kinds of different things. It appeals to a lot of different audiences.
In Warren, Joe Biega, WKBN 27 First News.
7 First News reporter Joe Biega explains how the former Buckeye beverage store will soon be transformed.
The village of Lisbon is small-town America with local businesses and restaurants. Looking to add to that, Jeremy Debord is a local entrepreneur looking to flip an old liquor store on North Beaver Street and turn it into Lisbon's first microbrewery.
I think we might be the furthest along. I'm not 100% sure about that, but yeah, we will most likely be the first in Lisbon, and then from there, who knows.
The new brewery will be called Numbers Brewing Company and plans to work with other local businesses.
First of all, a new business obviously generates tax revenue for the area. Also, we will be adding some jobs. At this point, we don't have a firm grasp on how many. Obviously, that'll depend on how successful the business is. One of the other things that we will do is, as a member of the business community, is we'll buy locally. We'll use as much local products as we can to produce.
Though about 3 or 4 months away from completing construction on Lisbon's newest addition, the board says that there is still more work to be done even after its completion.
Probably another couple of months to go through and get our health code or health approvals and just make sure that we're up to code with everything we need to be and that the process is producing quality.
D-Board says he and his business partner have been working on some new flavors and plan to even name some of these after significant numbers to Lisbon's history. In Lisbon, Joe Biega, WKBN 27 First News.